In my last video, I checked the oil, much to my chagrin.
Hey guys, Dave Anderson here, Helicool's Helipad.
So most of you know by the absence of my videos pertaining to the LMTV that I have just been absent and not taking very good care of my poor truck. So this is a video that's kind of embarrassing because, you know, I'm kind of known for a little bit more taking care of things and keeping it up. But the last several years, I have just not had any time at all. So without further ado, here we go.
I have just neglected poor Malachi. Well, nothing like 3.5 quarts low. Wow, what an embarrassment. Out of this fuel filter. Oh my gosh, I can see that much water in the bottom. This is gonna be ugly. It ain't even coming out. I'm gonna have to take the whole bottom of this thing off. Wow, what an embarrassment. So much nastiness. You're supposed to be able to just loosen this up and it's supposed to drain. But if it's clogged like it was with all that water and gack, that ain't gonna happen. There we go. Check this out. Look at all of that crap. Oh my gosh, that's an embarrassment. Sorry, fellas. Sorry, Malachi, I have just not been doing some maintenance on you for a long time. What an embarrassment. That's full, and that's getting hard.
And now for my next trick, I will remove all the batteries and put all these cables back to where they go on fresh batteries. So yeah, let's try it.
Well, all these old batteries had this very convenient terminal, which I used quite a bit. And all these other batteries don't have that. And I only have a few of these. So, yep, I'm gonna have to make a run to the store. So what did I learn getting these batteries out? What I learned is
When I started taking these batteries out, there were a lot, embarrassingly so, a lot of loose connections. I mean, some of those nuts on those posts just, I almost could have taken them off by hand. And as you know, DC needs to have like really hard, strong contact. It's not like AC. I think also I might have a really bad battery. Dead cells can also cause that. These were old batteries and used when I put them in, but they were the best that I had. The others were total junk. I'm going to test the voltage on them just to kind of see where they're at. .05. 13.26, 12.19, 10.66. Well, I would say that at least one of those cells, especially in the last battery, was toast. I mean, it's at 10.66, so, well, that would account for some. All the batteries are just, they're not equal, for sure. I just had those on the charger yesterday. I ran the truck yesterday, parked it in this location. So everything should be, if the batteries were all good, pretty dang equal. And they weren't. Note to self, every once in a while, take that battery box off and check the tightness. Just get a wrench, just check the tightness of all of the connectors that are holding all of those battery terminals down. Might be an issue for you. It certainly, I'm sure, was an issue for me. That and a dead cell and batteries that really weren't holding the charge anymore. Now I have a problem that is not going to be easily solved. There's not enough space there for this battery. I thought that these were the same size when I bought them, same group, but they are slightly different. So this whole thing, I'm going to have to reconfigure. I think I'm going to have to take this, which it's not hard mounted. I'm gonna have to move it over here and put the fourth battery here. Of course, I'm gonna have to move the tender and solar controller and all that kind of stuff, which, ooh, I might have to make new cables. I might have to do a whole bunch of other stuff. I really didn't want to have to do all this. Why can't this just be a little bit more plug and play? Well, it probably would be a little bit more plug and play had you paid a little bit more attention to the battery sizes. That's kind of a embarrassment. This is an embarrassing video. This is what happens when you absolutely lack the time and energy to put into something that you really, really love. But if you really, really loved it, would you actually not pay attention to it? Do I just not love it? Maybe I just don't love it. Either that or my priorities were really screwed up. My priorities were really screwed up. I stole time away from other things to do one thing, mainly. Call it sacrifice, call it whatever you will, but I stole too much time away
from all the other things I had going on. I stole that time away. What an embarrassment. Well, I did create enough space for the fourth battery to fit right here. I managed to jam all this in here. All these circuit breakers for the battery tender, solar, charging, all that kind of stuff. But here's a problem. Yeah, when you move batteries around like this, your cables tend to not fit anymore, because they were designed for a particular order and a particular way things went in. So I'm gonna have to create new cables, which is exactly what I didn't want to do. Yay for me.
3 days later.
I just finished hooking everything back up except for the solar charger. There was a problem with that anyway. I'm just gonna disconnect it for now. I do have one more line. This is the 24 that goes on the far post back there. Here we go. All right, let's just see if I don't zorch something. So far, so good. That don't look good. No, it should be fine. It should be fine. Now it should work right. Yes, 25-1, 12-8. All right, perfect. Well, I'm using the same setup as I did before, and you can see that in an earlier video. I might put a link in the description for that just to help you out there. But if you can't find it, just search battery on my channel, and it will come up with several of them. And then you'll want to look for the Kirchhoff's law. Yeah. Okay. Without further ado, let's go. Fire in the hole. And there we go. Back up and running again. You guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I don't know what I'm gonna have planned, but it's gonna be cool. That's all I can tell you. All right, you guys, be safe out there, and God bless.